Many fantasy writers hate AI, but I have found ways how it can boost your creativity and output, all without losing your own unique voice in the process. For over 2 decades now, I've been immersed in the world of fantasy writing, polishing my skills and witnessing the evolution of modern storytelling techniques. But nothing has shaken the foundations of our craft as much as this. So in this video, I'll unveil the revolutionary power of AI and show you how it can transform your writing from plot development to dialogue creation, and why it might just be the key to unlocking your full potential as a fantasy author. As I take you on this journey into the AI-powered future of fantasy writing, you'll face a critical decision. Will you harness this tool to catapult your stories to new heights, or will you let fear hold you back while others race ahead? The fantasy publishing world is already shifting beneath our feet, and those who master AI now will have a massive advantage in the years to come. But while AI promises to solve many of our writing challenges, it also raises profound questions about the nature of creativity and authorship. At its core, what we know as AI today is a sophisticated pattern recognition system. It's been trained on countless books, stories, and articles, learning the rhythms of language and the structures of narratives. When you interact with AI, you're tapping into this vast reservoir of knowledge, but filtered through your unique creative lens. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't this cheating? Won't AI make all our stories sound the same? Let me put those fears to rest. AI is a tool, just like a word processor or a writing prompt book. It doesn't write your story for you. It provides suggestions, sparks ideas, and helps you overcome creative hurdles. The magic still comes from you, if used right. In fact, AI could even be the key to unlocking your most unique and original ideas. By quickly generating options and alternatives, it frees your mind to explore new creative territories you might never have discovered on your own. It's like having a brainstorming partner who never gets tired and is always ready with a fresh perspective. Let me share a quick personal story. When I was working on my latest fantasy novel, I hit a wall with the protagonist. I knew the basics: his royal background, his survival skills, his deep bond with some of the other characters, and even some of the more mysterious elements underneath the surface. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I was missing something crucial about him. That's when I turned to AI for help. I input everything relevant I knew about him and the world into the AI, then asked it to generate a short story showcasing the character's personality in an unexpected situation. The AI came back with a vivid scene: my protagonist, disguised and hiding among exiles, instinctively taking charge during a sudden attack by vicious creatures. As I read it, I saw sides of the character I hadn't fully considered. His natural leadership shining through despite his attempts to conceal his identity, his quick thinking in applying his royal training to wilderness survival, and the internal conflict between his duty to his people and his need to protect himself. This brief story didn't just entertain me, it fundamentally deepened my understanding of the character. But here's the really exciting part. AI isn't just for generating ideas. It can help with every aspect of the writing process, from world building to character development, from plotting to dialogue. Imagine being able to generate a list of unique fantasy creature names in seconds, by having a tool that can help you maintain consistency in your complex magic system across a sprawling epic. And the best part? You don't need to be a tech wizard to use AI. Many AI tools are as easy to use as typing a question into a search engine. Let me show this to you with a brief practical example. Here, I simply ask the AI for 10 ideas for an overarching theme of a new magic system that avoids the use of nature's elements in order to find something a bit more unique. I then asked the AI to provide a bit more information about 2 of the ideas that sparked my curiosity. From here, I could now dive deeper into one of the concepts, keep what I like, refine other aspects, and ask questions to flesh out the system more and more. The key to recognize here is that I was the driving force prompting and guiding the AI along the way. As best-selling fantasy author Brandon Sanderson noted a couple of months ago,
the human touch makes a connection, and it's part of what I think we look for. So I am less worried about this. I think AI will inevitably get to the point where it can write books as good as or better than authors can. But do we care about that?
Sanderson's insights remind us of our desire for the human touch in storytelling. Just as we value handcrafted goods in a world of mass production, readers may come to cherish AI-free novels as a form of literary artisanship. In the future, completely handcrafted stories might become luxury items, priced for the uniquely human creative process. But here's the thing, even when using AI, it isn't here to replace your creativity, it is here to amplify it. Just as a paintbrush doesn't create art on its own, AI is simply a tool in the writer's arsenal. The magic, the heart of the story, still comes from you. Remember, every great fantasy writer throughout history has embraced new tools and technologies to enhance their craft. Or can you really claim that you don't use technology-based spell checking, for example? The future of fantasy writing is here, and it's more exciting than anything we could have dreamed of. Imagine standing at the threshold of a vast, uncharted realm, where every stone, tree, and creature is waiting to be brought to life by your imagination. This is the essence of world building, the foundation upon which every great fantasy story is built. But what if I told you that AI could be your magical cartographer, helping you map out these new worlds with unprecedented speed and detail? Let's start with the basics, naming. Every fantasy writer knows the struggle of coming up with unique, evocative names for characters, places, and creatures. With AI, you can generate dozens of options in seconds, each one tailored to the specific mood and style of your world. Want names that sound elvish? Or perhaps something more suited to a gritty industrial fantasy setting? AI can do that and so much more. And all it takes is to define a suitable prompt and use the AI's output as inspiration. But AI's world-building capabilities go far beyond just naming. Picture this, you input a brief description of a fantastical creature you've imagined, and within moments, AI provides you with a detailed ecology for that beast. Its habitat, its diet, its mating habits, all fleshed out in rich detail ready for you to tweak and eventually incorporate in your world. Now, let's talk about one of the most challenging aspects of world building, consistency. How many times have you found yourself flipping back through hundreds of pages, trying to remember the exact detail of something you described a couple of chapters ago? AI can be your personal lore master, keeping track of every detail of your world and helping you maintain consistency across your entire saga. As you keep expanding the notes for your world, you can share this encyclopedia with the AI, ask it to reference certain aspects of the world, or even engage in in-depth conversations about potential inconsistencies or opportunities for improvement. And for those of you worried about worlds feeling generic and derivative, let me put your fears to rest. AI doesn't just reiterate existing ideas. It can help you combine concepts in fresh, innovative ways. Want to create a magic system based on the principles of quantum physics? Or a fantasy race that communicates through bioluminescence? AI can help you to explore these unique concepts, pushing the boundaries of your imagination. I cannot repeat myself enough. AI is not here to replace your creativity, it's here to enhance it. Think of it as a bridge between your imagination and the page, helping you translate the vivid worlds in your mind into words that will captivate your readers. But a captivating world is only the beginning. After all, what's a stunning backdrop without memorable characters to inhabit it? That's another area where AI truly shines. Think of AI as your personal character psychologist, capable of diving deep into the human psyche to help you craft complex, nuanced personalities. It's not about generating cookie-cutter characters, it's about using AI to explore the intricate web of motivations, fears, and desires that make a character feel real. Let's start with the basics. You have an idea for a character, maybe a roguish thief with a heart of gold, or a stern wizard hiding a dark secret. Input this basic concept into an AI tool and watch as it generates a wealth of potential backstories, quirks, and personality traits. But here's where it gets really interesting. AI can help you characters that are truly unique, avoiding the tired tropes and stereotypes that often plague fantasy writing. Want to create a villain whose motivations are so complex and relatable that readers find themselves sympathizing even when he does something cruel? Or perhaps a hero whose flaws are so deep and ingrained that their journey to redemption feels truly epic? AI can help you explore these nuanced character arcs, pushing you to think beyond the obvious. One of the most powerful ways AI can assist in character creation is through dialogue generation. Imagine feeding the AI with everything you know about a character, and then being able to have a conversation with the character, asking them questions and receiving responses that are true to their personality. This isn't just a fun exercise, it's a powerful tool for understanding your character's voice, their way of thinking, and how they might react in different situations. But let's address the elephant in the room. The fear that AI-assisted characters might feel artificial or lacking in genuine emotion. Nothing could be further from the truth if you use AI as a writing buddy, rather than asking for a complete novel and taking its output at face value. When used right, the emotions, the core of the character, still come from you. AI simply helps you explore and express those emotions in new and exciting ways. Here's a practical example. Let's say you're creating a character who's a former soldier turned peace negotiator. You know the broad strokes of their personality, but you're struggling to flesh out the details. With AI, you can generate a list of potential formative experiences from their time as a soldier. You can explore how these experiences might have shaped their worldview and their approach to negotiation. You can even simulate conversations between this character and others, helping you nail down their unique voice and mannerisms. The result? A character so rich, so layered, that they feel like they could step right off the page and into the real world. Now, if you found anything useful in the video so far, please consider giving it a like to help me grow the channel. Thank you. Having tackled world building and character creation, this still is only part of the battle. The real challenge comes in weaving those characters into a gripping narrative. And that's where many writers find themselves hitting a wall. Writer's block. Those two words are enough to send a shiver down any writer's spine. That paralyzing moment when you sit down to write and nothing. But what if I told you that with AI, these moments could become a relic of the past? Imagine having a brainstorming partner that never gets tired, never runs out of ideas, and is available 24/7. That's exactly what AI can be for you. It's like having a direct line to the muse, always ready with a fresh perspective or an unexpected twist. Let's start with plot generation. Stuck on where your story should go next? Input the basic elements of your current situation into an AI tool and watch as it generates dozens of potential plot directions. Maybe your hero is trapped in a seemingly inescapable magical prison. AI might suggest everything from a daring escape attempt to an unexpected alliance with a fellow prisoner, or even a twist where the prison itself becomes sentient. But AI isn't just about generating random ideas. It excels at making connections you might never have considered. Let's say you have two seemingly unrelated plot threads. A political intrigue in the royal court, and a growing darkness in the Forbidden Forest. AI can help you brainstorm ways to weave these threads together, creating a tapestry of plot that's far richer and more complex than you initially imagined. One of the most powerful applications of AI overcoming writer's block is through prompt engineering. This is the art of crafting specific, targeted questions or statements that guide the AI's output. For example, instead of asking, "What happens next?" you might input a prompt like, "Generate 5 unexpected consequences of the hero's decision to trust this trickster god." The results can be truly mind-blowing, opening up new avenues of storytelling you'd never considered. Now, you might still be worried about losing your own voice, especially when considering incorporating some of the AI's prose into your writing. From my own experiences though, this isn't much of an issue for anyone that wants to try that out, because you can feed the AI with samples of your own work and have it mimic your style and voice. It might not be perfect, but it certainly changes things drastically, resulting in prose that can be edited and fragments of it even used, rather than representing the bland generic language so many people fear when thinking about AI and writing. The bottom line of all this? Writer's block doesn't have to be the creativity-killing monster we've all come to fear. With AI as your writing buddy, you have a powerful ally in the fight against blank pages and stalled plots. But as we harness this incredible tool, we can't ignore the big elephant in the room. The ethical implications of using AI in creative writing. As we've explored the incredible potential of AI in fantasy writing, you might have felt a mix of excitement and unease. After all, if AI is helping us generate ideas, craft characters, and overcome writer's block, can we truly call the resulting work our own? Let's tackle this head on. The use of AI in creative writing isn't just a technical challenge, it is a philosophical one. It forces us to confront fundamental questions about the nature of creativity, originality, and authorship. But here's the truth, if you don't let it, then AI doesn't replace your creativity. Think of it this way, when you use a word processor to write, or when you use the internet to research a topic for your novel, you're already using technology to enhance your writing process. AI is simply the next step in this evolution. It's not writing your story for you, it's providing you with tools and possibilities that you then shape with your unique vision and voice. But let's address the big concern about authenticity. Some worry that using AI might make their work feel less genuine and original. But here's the reality, originality has never been about creating something from nothing. All art, all stories are built on what came before. What makes your work original is how you combine ideas, the unique perspective you bring, and the way you tell your story. AI doesn't change this fundamental truth. It just gives you more raw material to work with. Now, this doesn't mean there aren't ethical considerations when using AI in your writing process. There absolutely are, and it's crucial that we approach this technology responsibly. One key aspect is transparency. If you've used AI extensively in your writing process, it's worth considering whether to acknowledge this in your work. Some authors are choosing to include a note about their use of AI tools, as much as they might acknowledge other forms of research or assistance. Another important consideration is the source of the AI's training data. As AI technology evolves, it's becoming increasingly important to ensure that the tools we use are trained on ethically sourced material. This is an ongoing conversation in the tech world, and one that writers should be aware of and engaged with. But perhaps the most crucial ethical consideration is maintaining your own creative voice. It can be tempting, when presented with AI-generated content, to simply accept it wholesale. Resist this urge. The magic of your story doesn't come from the AI, it comes from you. Treat the use of AI like a brainstorming session with a fellow writer. You wouldn't simply transcribe your conversation and call it a novel. Instead, you take the ideas that resonated with you, filter them through your own creative lens, and transform them into something uniquely yours. Approach AI the same way. Remember, at its core, writing is about communication. It's about connecting with your readers, sharing your vision, and evoking emotion. AI can help you refine your tools for doing this. But the heart of the story, the reason you're writing in the first place, that still has to come from you. As we move forward into this new era of AI-assisted creativity, it's natural to feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. But I want to leave you with this final thought. Throughout history, every new technology has been met with similar concerns. The printing press, the typewriter, the word processor, each was once viewed by suspicion by writers of the day, and yet each has ultimately expanded the possibilities of what writers can achieve. I truly believe that AI will be no different. Already now, it's a powerful tool that, used responsibly and ethically, can help us tell richer, more complex, more engaging stories. It can help us push the boundaries of our imagination and connect with readers in new and exciting ways. So as you embark on your AI-assisted writing journey, remember this: the most powerful tool in your writing arsenal isn't the AI, it's you. Your experiences, your imagination, your unique voice, these are what will make your story resonate with readers. And in order to not lose sight of the fundamentals of storytelling, watch this video next here where I share key learnings from 25 years of fantasy writing so that you can avoid my mistakes and propel your own writing journey forward.